It is that beautiful time of the week again. It is time for the Shokugeki no Soma anime. This episode was awesome, as always, for different reasons. Wasn't quite as funny as the last one, but there were definitely some funny moments in the beginning, especially like the whole seeing Ishiki, seeing Ishiki with just the loincloth doing the fucking tending to the garden, which is just too funny. So yeah, obviously had Totsuki there or Polar Star Dorm. They grow their own stuff, which is good. And ultimately, it's very good because they spend a lot of time on it. So that's that. And the main plot of the episode is, of course, the whole thing with Nikumi, or Mito Ikumi, who is trying to shut down the Donars and basically rattles on about pricey beef being everything, which, by the way, is not that far off the truth. But obviously, Soma, being who he is, gets rattled by it, and of course, he wants to prove Nikumi otherwise. So he challenges her to the Shokugeki instead. Um, and of course, he uses meat as the thing in order to, beat her at her own game. And finally, at the very end of the episode, is where uh, he finds something that is tender. Now, the beginning was too funny because she's like sitting, like she's like hovering her friggin' lewd ass body over the guy, poor guy, and is like, "Do you want to do it with me? Should we do it?" And then she's like, "A shokugeki." Like, obviously that's what obviously that's what she meant, but it was like the whole thing was misdirection. I thought it was pretty fucking hilarious. Obviously I know what it was, but it's still funny nonetheless. We got some more development out of Tadakoro because we really see more of her cooking. We saw like the rice ball stuff, how it was impressing everybody, and Soma asked the very important question: is why can't she do this in school? And that's simply because she gets some sort of stage fright. Um, she just doesn't do well like that, and so she gets too nervous, etc. But but it's obvious that she's a talented cook or chef or whatever. So expect more development for her because Tadakoro is one of the most important characters in Shokugeki no Soma, and she really does get a lot of development, um, possibly the most of anybody in the entire show. But we'll see. Um, we'll see what happens with the anime and even the manga. So anyway, um, the whole thing with the Donars and making the dish that's supposed to be affordable actually be affordable is pretty cool. I do like, obviously, I like Soma's drive and the fact that the whole high class thing. He gets angry when people think that only the high class is the best because he knows better because he comes from a lower class diner, despite the fact that his friggin' dad is an incredible cook and could easily be in a five-star restaurant. It's just not his cooking, but that's a different discussion for a different time. Um, so he obviously comes from a lower background due to his father's choices, and he knows he can make very good food and serve many customers, happy customers. So he does, in fact, get sort of insulted by it, and rightfully so. And he does challenge Nikumi. Um, I again, like I said before, it's not too far off the truth because I don't know. In terms of quality of beef, it really does matter. I'm not sure if the onions really do break it down like that. I would like to try it. Uh, I don't like onions though on anything, so I could try it and then take the onions off afterwards. but I don't know. I'm not sure if that works, but if it does, I'll certainly let you guys know. I always say that shit like I want to try it. I do. Like the thing I want to try the most. Well, I want to try the beef because I love steak. But I hate when it's not tender and when it's like there's too much fat and shit on it. But um, I really want to try that first thing from the first episode and chapter where he made that like potato thing wrapped in bacon. That sounded and looked just so good. Oh my gosh. But I'm rambling. This episode was great as usual. This is like honestly, I watch JoJo, I watch Fate Stay Night, I watch Kuroko in a Basket. This is like so refreshing. Like the other three, they're all battle shonen. They're all great. Oh, not well. I guess Kuroko is a little different. They're all great in their own right. Um, but Shokugeki is just something different that I enjoy, like for different reasons, and it's just so refreshing. Uh, I don't know about you guys, but that's just how I feel. Obviously, the animation's always on point. The voice acting is really good. I really like Tadakuro's actress, and like I know people were complaining about Soma's actor because it's the same as like Kirito and a lot of recent roles. I I don't really give a shit. I really don't. I think it's a good I think it's a good match. So yeah. Um, Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next week.